So Judicial Watch just released this FOIA'd email between Rod Rosenstein. A bunch of newspapers were emailing him. He never really wrote back to any of them. And he has a communication with Robert Mueller in one particular email where he's talking about the boss doesn't know about our communications. Everybody is led to believe that the boss is Donald Trump or Jeff Sessions, and this is all being done in secret. But something I want to highlight on is the link that's sent in here. And he also says, I assume you realize in the subject. Sorry I missed you tonight. Here's the link. And it's a video. And I'm going to play that video, and then I'm going to talk about it.
What is courage in government? Certainly includes standing on principle, ignoring the tyranny of the news cycle, resisting the urge to spin, remaining focused on the things that matter. The daily newspapers and endless talk shows are not the verdict of history. If you ask me, one of the main problems in Washington, D.C. is that everybody's so busy running around trying to protect their reputation instead of protecting the republic, which is what they're supposed to be doing.
I'm not sure how articles are published by the Baltimore Sun and other, mass media corporations, but Yvonne Wenger publishes this at 7:32. How does Rod Rosenstein have a link to this article at midnight when this hasn't even been published until 7 hours later? At some point in time, Rod Rosenstein has this link prior to midnight to paste it, copy and paste it, or provide to Robert Mueller. And I find this very interesting, but I'm not sure how the Baltimore Sun and Yvonne Wenger go about publishing an article that was pre-written. Maybe things are uploaded to their website, but they don't have like a publish. They say, yes, it's uploaded, but don't publish it until XYZ time. I'm not saying that Yvonne and Rod Rosenstein coordinated this, but it's extremely interesting how somebody would have the link to an article that has not been published yet without any coordination between Yvonne Wenger and Rod Rosenstein. So she had to have sent him this link. I don't know how else Rod would get it to send it to Bob Mueller. If anybody else has any comments or ideas, please leave them below. But right now, I'm going to assume that Yvonne sent it to Rod. But let's talk about the contents within what Rod said. I assume you realize, sorry I missed you tonight. And he sends a link. So I assume you realize. I'm going to go out on a limb and guess that Rod is assuming that Bob realizes that their reputations don't matter, and they're going to protect the republic. And maybe a past life or things they did in the past no longer matter, and what's important is the republic, and their reputations are no longer important. I also find it very interesting that he talks about advice that he's been given. So now Judicial Watch has FOIA'd all these newspaper companies, New York Times, and all these people telling ACLU, telling him what to do and how to do it. And I can only suggest that these are directions on how he should move forward in a way that is inconspicuous. And if you're trying to find evidence or build a case, it looks like a newspaper company just telling Rod Rosenstein, hey, this is what we had in mind for this story. But in reality, they're telling him and giving him directions. This is what we want you to do.